What's all this, you damn fool?
Okay. That sounds like it came as a surprise. Oh, that guy was already dead. Then you beat him with a trebuchet? Trebuchet? A truncheon? Or a billy club or something? That's the first mate. Oh, he's very stabbed. Okay. Yeah. Knifed is pretty accurate. Is stabbed an option? Spiked. Now let's stay with knifed. It's pretty accurate. He was definitely knifed. Okay, so he was dragged. Okay. Ah. I don't know who stabbed that guy necessarily. It might have been this guy, but this guy probably shot you in the face. That's why he's holding a gun. And then you came down here like, what's all this, you damn fool? And you clubbed him over the head. Then we go over here and he's dragging himself away while bleeding out. The first mate came over. This is neat. The people that made the Sexy Brutale also made a time, well, that itself was a time traveling, murder mystery game, but they made another one that was VR only, but now isn't VR only, so I might get around to that one soon, too. 3 others were present. Yeah, who was this and how did they die? That's the guy with the hat? That's the guy with the hat. Huh. Well, I know how they were dead. They got very clubbed. By an unknown attacker, and they were clubbed by... They were clubbed by... Alexander Booth. Isn't that a... Henry Brennan. Yeah, vibrating. I'm probably about to see this person's fate anyway, but I want to feel clever. Three memories. Memories where this person appears can be navigated from here. Oh! The soul appears in 3 memories. First memory... bookmark memories. Bookmark all memories where they appear for quicker navigation. That's interesting. First memory is 84. Show memories in on deck map, depicted in Justice at Sea sketch. Remove all bookmarks. But this is one of the bookmarks. Here's where he died. That's the guy that bled to death. That's the conclusion. Oh, am I not? I think I'm not allowed to say how he died until it gives me the page for saying where he died. Wait. I'm confused about... First memory. Bookmarked 3 memories, but now that... Isn't there a bookmark on every page now? This is the first memory he's in. You click on that guy. 3 memories. Bookmark. Yeah. How do I navigate those memories? What does this mean? Are you saying they're all in that direction? Yeah, I guess he's right there. And he's right there. Yeah, I guess those are the 3 memories he's in that I've seen so far. Yeah, looks like I need to see his death before I can really remark on how he died. Seems to be a limitation. Okay. Then let's see how he died, because yep, this is gonna... Yeah. No going out of order in this game. Okay, now you're just going in circles. Pretty sure he was shot in the face, and that's why his face is no longer on his head.
Captain cannot be trusted.
You have a plan?
Yes. Take ship and sail east. Trade wretched fish and shells for gold. Hey! Who's there?
Mutiny! Mutiny!
British bastard!
Is that split hair? No, it's that guy. You're the guy who got clubbed a second ago, right? I was gonna say, that guy didn't sound like he was the one saying mutiny. Oh shit, he's already been stabbed. They're up here. They're the ones planning the mutiny. If the guy doing the shooting was one of the mutineers, he wouldn't be dead in the next moment, because this guy clubbed him to death. So I'm thinking this guy was talking about the mutiny over here. So you're a mutineer, apparently. That's a hell of a death. This guy's a mutineer, so this guy was the one who witnessed the talk, and he scrambled off and tried to get away. That guy caught up with him, they struggled, and I think he probably shot the mutineer with his own gun. But then he died a moment later when the other person saw what happened. Captain cannot be trusted. Pick the ship and sail east, trade wretched fish and shells for gold. Huh? Who's there? Yeah. Yep. That makes it pretty clear. The guy shedding mutiny is the one who survived. Still don't know who you are, do I? You were shot by a gun, clearly, by that other guy I don't know the name of. We need some of you guys to say names around here. He's got the hat though. The hat probably makes him identifiable if you know what these hats look like and what they mean. Let's see. Let's learn another name while we're at it. The purser. Administrative official, accounts for all cargo value and trade transactions, manages a small item store for the crew. Kind of figured that. The surgeon. The ship's doctor, in charge of crew health, capable of general care and medical procedures, as required. Carpenter. Tradesman responsible for maintaining the integrity of the ship's wooden structures. Helmsman. Rated seaman in control of the ship's wheel and general movement, moment-to-moment navigation. Steward. Servant to an officer or higher rated crew member, performing general duties for the comfort of their employer. Midshipman, officer in training. Assists various officers and tradesmen in order to learn ship operations, usually of privileged status. Just had the thought about how I'm probably going to have to ignore comments for this entire series, aren't I? Because people are just going to be shouting the answers at me all the time. And that defeats the purpose. Topman, higher rated seaman specialized in work above the deck and the sails and rigging. Seamen are low-level crew members responsible for general manual labor and on and below deck. So they can be anywhere. Whereas these are sails and rigging, but they're more specialized. They're just ranked higher than seamen. Rigging. Network of ropes and chains supporting the masts and used for working the sails. Main deck is the top, exposed to the weather. Gun deck, it's where the guns are, lined with portals for the firing. Orlop deck, mid deck, above the lowest deck, containing the storage, cabins, animal pens, and the ship's steering tiller. What little progress we've made so far, huh? We'll get there, though. I don't want to make too many unreasonable guesses around here. But that hat seems to say I'm important. If I can just figure out what that is, we're good. I gotta figure out your name. The other guy that has an important looking hat. Go figure. Now where we're going? Up deck. Oh. What has happened? Oh, they're throwing him over. You were thrown overboard. Were you even dead yet? Were you even dead yet?
Let them go!
Okay, that answers that question, I guess. Hey, you're escaping the boat. Hey. So those two, at the very least, have escaped. And is that the little girl? Or the other girl? So those... I'm guessing that's the Willem Dafoe looking guy, but I can't really tell from here. Well. Good move you got there. He got shot to hell. Maybe they got away, or maybe I'll find out a moment later that they all died. Ooh, you're pointing a gun. Is that... You're the captain, aren't you? No, you're the first... Aren't you the first officer? No, you're the captain. That is the captain. We don't see much of him. The captain was like about to shoot him, but didn't, I think? This down here is whoever that is. So now we know why it's called the escape. I'm guessing those people escaped. Like they survived because it's called the escape. You were very shot. You were shot by a gun. By, I would say, an unknown attacker. We have some idea who it was, though. It was you. Prominent female character. I've seen 3 so far. I've identified one of the 3, so... It's gonna be pretty easy to narrow down you once I find out either of your names. Because I think they're the only female characters in the entire ship. That's the first yeah, it's the first mate. And that's Mr. Deadman. We know your name now. Oh yeah, oh, those are 3 of the people I've identified so far. Yeah, all in one spot. And you are... that guy. You were below deck, weren't you? I think he was below deck during the cannon situation. And this is obviously who they're going to zoom in on next. Oh no, it's Willem Dafoe. He's dead. His face looks like Willem Dafoe to me. Not that one, but the one that's the 3D model looks a bit like that. So who's the middle person down there? I don't know who that is. Because you were probably all trying to escape, right? Then you died, but the other ones got away? Who's that? Ah. You're also trying to get onto the boat, I think? I think you're trying to back onto the boat? It'd be weird if you're out there and you're trying to get back up here. And you look like a civilian, but it's really hard to tell. You look like a kid. I think that's a kid. So we can use this information to narrow down a lot of you to at least being the passengers of this ship. Oops. Alright, let's take a look at it.
last one. Move quick.
You'll not take the last one.
Oh, look out!
Let them go.
So Willem Dafoe was named Paul, I think. And that's the guy that gets shot a moment later? Yeah. So you are probably Paul's wife, right? That's probably a good guess. Hey, I can see his face from here better. Don't know who those two are, but if you're Paul's wife, then that's unrelated girl. Is this guy climbing up instead of down? He is. Because this was sooner in the timeline, so he's climbing up. He was up here later. Why was he climbing up? You were about to escape. I bet you die now. You fired up in the air. You're trying to stop the fight, I think. A lot of people are running over. They're not happy about the last boat going. Well. You are Paul, I believe, for passengers. Unknown passenger. Why is there an unknown passenger? Oh, can I mark people as unknown passengers? Paul Moss is the first mate steward. How many Pauls are there? Paul, I'm pretty sure Paul's the first name in this case. Paul Moss might be the only one. All right. We can narrow it down then. So you're Paul Moss, first mate steward from Wales. I don't suppose any of the passengers are named Moss. Nope, that's not as helpful as I was hoping it was going to be. Maybe I should call those people unknown passenger. Well, it says 1820. Is 19 unknown passenger? Is there one unknown passenger, or can I call them all unknown passengers until I have a better name? Oh. Miss Jane Bird, Emily Jackson. Doesn't that mean that Miss Jane Bird is unmarried and Emily Jackson is married? If it's not Miss. Miss seems to imply that she's Mrs., but I'm not really sure on that. You're Paul Moss, and you were stabbed, killed by a sword. By an unknown attacker. I think that's still technically correct, yes. Stop, let them go. No. Damn. Man, I constantly have another person to look at. I don't know you yet, right? Damn it, I left clicked. I can't undo that right now. I mix up the controls sometimes. Down there? How did you even know for me to go down there? It's fine. I can backtrack back to this stuff later to do what I was thinking of doing. Because I gotta go now. Oh, do I look down from the side of the ship? Or from up here? Oh, right, here. Well, you're the only black guy on the entire ship, I think. That might make it a little easier to track you down. His arm is off. God damn. Nope, here's hoping that she survived. The escaped character. Oh, you click twice, that happens apparently.
Put me down. Let
You're in a bad way.
It's a squid. Where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
For that. The beast is dead. How? How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
A curse like that does not live for nothing.
Verdammt. You're German. You're German and the guy that got ripped apart is French. Like, is that... Oh, that's not the black guy. Whoops. I mixed him up. There's not a lot of detail to work with here. I thought you were that guy. Actually, he might not be black either. Oh boy. You are German. How many Germans do we have on the crew? Charles Minor. How many Germans and French people do we have on the crew? That's the important thing right now. Ooh, looking promising. Looking very promising. Come on. I'm noticing how there's no more Germans and French people on here. Yes. Okay, so you're German. Wait, did I see German on here? I imagine I got focused on France. Oh, does the Österreich speaks German. Could be Austrian. Bosen. The Polish have their own language. Swedish is its own language. Persia, Scotland, China, England, New Guinea, Russia. No, Danish have their own language, don't they? The Welsh speak English. Cool, we're still good then. There's no German, but there's an Austrian. You're Austrian. There we go. So you're the bosun. There we go, that's something to work with. And you actually don't know how you died though. Your arm's off. It's probably, you probably had your arm torn off by the creature, but I'm honestly not totally sure. That's a rough one. Ah, that's the guy that gets clubbed to death after shooting the guy in the head. That's the guy that gets shot in the head. Okay. So you're all officers, right? That's the bosun. These are two other officers that are not the bosun. They're all significant officers that get all their special hats and everything. And there's the first mate. So you guys are all next to each other right in this moment. And this is when they try to run away with the ship. You were below decks, Mr. Split haircut guy. I just want to binge this game. The problem is it's probably too long for one session, so there's going to be like a reset moment where I have to try to reacquaint myself with what the hell's going on. Met an unknown fate. Well, I know what happened to you, probably. Not decapitated. Clawed, clubbed, crushed, drowned. What's the word for losing a limb? Torn apart, technically. Fell, exploded. I mean, he was technically torn apart. You might say crushed. I don't think an octopus can claw people. I don't think that's applicable. I'm gonna say torn apart. By... No, let's say unknown attacker. We don't know yet. I would guess the beast. But I need to see the scene where he gets attacked. Let's not make guesses. And that's the door opening. So this is like levels, huh? You get a series of strung together deaths, and then you hear the unlock noise, and you're allowed to finally go out the door instead of continually finding new bodies constantly. That's the bosun. If only I knew what these hats meant. They could be anything from specific named officers to like the second, third, and fourth mate for all I know. There's a lot of options. I think I already guessed who the gunner was, which I don't know if that's an accurate guess, but I guessed it. I think I did that already. So you were below decks, even further down. Who's this? The captain. But how did he lose his arm? Can you take me to the correct chapter again? Oops. Three memories. Perished in Escape Part 1. So this is the beginning of Escape. I would have thought that he was killed during the Doom, but I don't know how quickly, I don't know how tightly packed together the Doom, the Bargain, and the Escape are technically. But yeah, it might have not been the Beast at all. If you see some confusing page movements, I'm just now realizing that I think what happens is if I right click, it does an undo action in the book, and it takes me to the previous page. I think that's what's going on there. Now where are you going? What does that mean? What does that mean? Disappearances. Ah. Gives us a chance to follow up what will happen. Oh, maybe X's are deaths and dashes are people who disappeared. These people survived and are gone. Who is this? I'm going to think that you are Emily Jackson. And you are alive. Shit. I need to figure out where you're alive, though. And you are Miss Jane Bird. Does not recommend me guessing. It has 3 things. 4 wayward swords disappeared during the events of this chapter. Their fates are cataloged here. I don't have any idea who you guys are, do I? Oh, they're probably a passenger. Await further clues, please explain. Try anyways. Yeah. You click await further clues and it stops. Try anyways, you can just try to name them, but you're gonna not look great. If I can identify where they disappeared to, I can... Let's check the map. The journey. Escape happened here. They could have escaped to Azores or Canary Islands. That's Canary Islands. That's Madeira. Alive. It's at Azores or Madeira, right? Or Africa? Madeira is not an option, so I'm gonna guess Azores. That's the escape. You're alive in Azores. Yeah, there's no mouse wheel here. I'm running with that guess. We don't really know. Not a good sign. I named them and said where they're alive, and it wasn't like, you did it! So that, I might be dead wrong there. Could be Africa. Or really a number of other places. That's the guess I'm stabbing at for now. I also could have their names backwards, I suppose. Y'all had a real bad time. God damn.